Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the 10 things we all love about being tiny. And the biggest thing, guys, I think is financial. I love not having a mortgage. I, only pay $300 a month. It gives me financial freedom to be able to travel if I want to be able to go and, you know, maybe buy a new outfit, whatever. What do y'all think?
Well, I love living tiny because of the financial freedom as well. It's enabled me to retire early. I'm going to start traveling. I'm going to be, you know, gone for maybe a couple months at a time. What I like about it is I no longer have to say, I got to be back on Monday for work.
Right.
Living tiny has given me the freedom to be like, you know what? I'm going to go down and visit my mom for a month. I'm going to go up and visit my friends for however long. I want to go to Vietnam. There's places I want to go to. And living tiny has afforded me that.
Right. Yeah, and I'll be able to retire early, hopefully, in about 19 months, I think. Um, what do you like about
Everything.
about the financial?
I got
Yeah.
the giggle, sorry.
She's got the giggles.
It's pandy.
I
Yeah.
don't know, I just love the freedom. It gives you more money to be able to do other things
Mm-hmm.
instead of putting it all into your bills and being strapped down from the heaviness of having to have a big mortgage payment, and all the utilities that are like $600 a month to run your air conditioner. And what is ours? $30 to what, 80?
Yeah, that's another thing I was going to say. It's a
Yeah.
lower electric
Yeah.
bill.
So it gives us the freedom to go have fun and do other things.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. And we own our houses.
Right.
So that makes it bring freedom.
No mortgage.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
And
I'm going to say for me also, living tiny has been so healing. Can't exactly explain why. But, someone said to me the other day, living tiny seems like living in a big hug. And I'm like, you know what? You could not have said that better. It's like you just feel so safe, secure, cozy, relaxed. You don't have all the clutter that you have, all the stresses of life. It just it alleviates all of that. It brings such a sense of peace and simplicity.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses, and who wants to be in that rat race?
Right.
I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've got on here on my list, one big thing for me too is less to clean.
That's true.
More time to do the things we want to do. It takes me about, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes tops to clean my place. My house is 40 feet long. But it doesn't take that long to dust, sweep, mop, vacuum, clean the litter, clean the kitchen, clean the bathroom. It's very fast. So it gives me more time to do the things I want to do instead of cleaning 2 bathrooms and 3 bedrooms and, a big kitchen and a big living space that I don't, really use. So that's another big plus that I like.
Yeah. I've had big houses, small houses, in between houses. I had a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, big house back in the day. We had a living room, a den, a kitchen, a dining room. We never sat in the living room, and we never sat in the dining room. I mean, it was nice to have it at the time, but I didn't need it.
We were always in the kitchen.
Right. It's almost like wasted space.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I use whatever size my house is, big or small. I'm in my bedroom. I only need a bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen. And I barely need a kitchen because I'm not much of a cook. As we all
I
know.
love to cook, so that's probably my favorite
I love
spot
the
in
kitchen.
the house. But yeah.
No.
No,
Let's
thank
you.
That leads me to I like it cozy. I like living in a smaller space. Like you said, it feels like a hug. It's inviting. It's peaceful. Especially since I know you lost your daughter Liz, and I lost my son and my parents.
I lost my grandson.
Yes.
Other family members.
Yes. It's just, I don't know. Living in a small space just gives me peace of mind, and I really like it cozy and comfy, you know, sitting here on my couch watching my TV
Mm-hmm.
in my tiny home.
Well, you get to enjoy life more. You
Well,
know
it's
what I
like
mean?
Yeah.
there's just there's enough like stress and noise that life is thrown at you
Yeah.
all the time.
Mhm.
This kind of quiets that a bit. It just quiets all the outside craziness
Right.
to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you go tiny and you don't have to work, then you wake up in the morning. Oh, what am I going to do today? You get to do whatever you want because you don't. Your bills are low, and so you don't have to be working your butt off and never see family or friends because you're so busy. All you do is work, eat, sleep, go to bed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it brings freedom in that.
Did that for
Big time.
years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a slave to a mortgage and bills.
No.
I never did want to. I like
Mhm.
experiences.
Right.
I don't pride myself on, oh, look at, I worked so hard, look at my ginormous house. I don't care about that. I care about, oh, I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to go get a massage. I'm going to go get my hair done,
Yeah.
whatever,
Mhm.
and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about friends, family, and love,
Right.
and being a part of people's
Right.
lives instead of having to work so much that you can't even enjoy life.
Right. And that
Yeah.
brings me to community. You know, since I've moved here, you know, I've met Pandy, Liz, and I've got, you know, so many other friends that are just in this community, and we're all like-minded, you know, living tiny, and we have a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
So, you know, living in the neighborhood that I used to live in, you know, I knew my neighbors on either side, but that's basically it. You know, I didn't know the whole street.
Yeah.
And here, you know, everybody knows everybody.
Right.
I mean, I know tons of people
Well-
in all over the country because we traveled and sang and went to churches and stuff. And I came from Idaho. She came from
Florida.
New York and Florida,
Originally New York.
and then Indiana
In Kentucky.
and
Mhm.
Kentucky. But we all came from all different places. I was going to say something, and I went blank.
But we all come together like-minded, maybe.
Yeah, we all came from different places, you know. And I was going to say something. It'll come back to me.
Well, we all watch out for each other.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I've lived in neighborhoods too where you never really knew your neighbors.
Yeah.
Maybe you wave in the street. That's about it. But nobody sat on the front porch and just, chit-chatted and hung out together and checked on each other and stuff like that.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I had tons of friends, even in Idaho, and church people that I hung out with. But coming here to community and to this little town, we have met so many more people. I have more friends here than I've had anywhere. And people just want to talk to you and share their life.
Mhm.
I think being in community is totally different than being in a housing place.
I agree.
What is that called?
Just a neighborhood.
Yeah,
neighborhood.
neighborhood. People don't come out of their houses. They don't, but here it's like,
Mhm.
people want to, that's why they moved here, to be a part of each other. I think.
Exactly. To get out and walk around.
And if you don't, it's okay too. You can stay in your house and nobody bothers you. So
Right.
you can do either or. But I've met more people.
Well,
since I've come
that's
here.
the one
Yeah,
thing
I
I'm
have
going to say
too.
about living in community. You do have to set boundaries.
Yeah.
Like when I first moved into my community, I was like, come over for coffee anytime. I was always set up. And then I started to regret that a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, don't come over before such and such a time. Okay, don't come over unless I invite you. I don't like people just to knock on my door. I find that very startling.
Intrusive.
And
yeah.
most of the time, if I'm home, I'm in my pajamas. So, yeah. I had to pull back on that a little bit, but it's a good balance of like finding the balance, but also, having good neighbors that you can hang out with, check on each other. We know each other's stories. We know each other's life, and we do respect each other's boundaries.
Right. Yeah, and that's important. I also have, and this is a, I haven't had to do this yet, and hopefully I don't have to do this, but increase mobility. We can move our house if we want.
That is true.
You know, we don't have to just say, oh, now I got to find another place to live. We do have to find another place to park it, but my home is my home. And, same with you guys. We can just move it if we want. If we say, oh, you know what? I think I want to move to Texas now. They've got a tiny home, community there. We can pull on out and haul it down the road, and that's.
And you don't have to pack everything up. You could just leave it in your house.
Yeah.
Just secure some stuff like off the walls or whatever, but it's so easy. Just put everything on the floor and off you go.
Right. Right. And then the last one, I don't know if you all, care about this, but, it's a smaller footprint. it's using less materials to build a home. You know, it takes up less space in the world. You know, that is important to some people. But yeah, that's another, you know, thing I like about living tiny. But overall, I mean, I really enjoy being in my tiny home, and I encourage anybody, you know, who wants to go tiny to do so and to look into it. You know, there's a lot of things you can find online, and YouTube as far as going tiny, and a lot of tiny home communities if y'all are interested. So I guess, does anybody else have anything else to say they want to add to it before we wrap it up?
Covered it. For me, it's just the financial freedom to be able to retire early. I never would have been able to do that, and travel, which that's what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Me too. I go
So it's
travel to see
giving
my
me.
kids.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I don't want to interrupt you.
I interrupted you.
I've been accused of that
Did I interrupt her?
on my
I
own
probably
channel.
interrupted her.
It just gives me the freedom to do what I've always wanted to do, but never could, because I always had bills to pay and I had a job and I had to go to work and blah, blah, blah.
Right. Yeah. So, well, that about wraps it up, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. You can like and subscribe and leave a comment if you would like to. And y'all have a good rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.